All right, hello everyone. My name is Arocho, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys about desomorphine, also known as Krokodil. This is a very destructive drug, and you guys will see later on as we continue. So other names for desomorphine, you guys will hear me refer to it as Krokodil, uh, also known as Krokodil, Russian magic croc, alligator drug, chlorococcide, uh, Cheronaya, which is in Russian, and then Hemia in Ukraine. These are the primary areas that you will find um, Krokodil. So the history of desomorphine or Krokodil. Right, so desomorphine is an opioid analgesic that was first synthesized in the United States in 1932. It was introduced in Switzerland in 1940 by Hoffmann LaRoche under the trade name Permanid as a post-operative analgesic. This was really mainly used to try and make a new painkiller. As you can see from the morphine and the desomorphine chemical structures, they are very, very similar. But then it first started getting used in the streets in the early 2000s in Russia and Ukraine as Krokodil, and you'll see how it is made. So what's in it? Croc is made by synthesizing desomorphine with codeine and mixing it with other additives. What are the additives? Well, you got hydrochloric acid, paint thinner, iodine, gasoline, lighter fluid, and red phosphorus, which is the striking portion of the matchbox. That's really gross stuff. So what is an opiate, right? Remember this flower because that is the poppy. That is where it comes from. Different types of common opiates are codeine, morphine, and heroin. These are the big ones, right? And because they produce euphoria in addition to pain relief, they can be very, very likely misused. Even as prescribed by a doctor, they can be very, very dangerous, right? They can lead to instances like overdose, addiction, and even death. So what's going on inside your body when you take Krokodil? So this is the mechanism of action, right? As you can see here on the right, Krokodil blocks that receptor, blocking the inhibitory GABA, and then dopamine then rushes into the synapse and floods the synapse, so it gives you that euphoric feel. Also, we're going to be talking about the musculoskeletal system and how Krokodil affects it. So what is it? It's made up of the body's bones, the skeleton, muscles, cartilage, tendons, ligaments, joints, and other connective tissue. Primary functions are to support the body, allowing motion, and protecting vital organs. So how does it affect it? As you can see by this really gross photo, you'll develop skin ulcerations, infections, and gangrene, which gives off a discolored look, that black, gray, green skin that you'll see in another photo later on that resembles a crocodile. Injection of Krokodil causes immediate tissue damage, almost as soon as they inject themselves to the blood vessels. You get blood infections. Muscle and bone prevent the body's tissues from getting the blood that it needs. It can cause abscess formation, thrombophlebitis, gangrene, necrosis, auto-amputation. It deteriorates the muscle and the cartilage. This is another look at it. This is also why they call it the zombie drug, right? So the flesh literally dissolves. This is that gangrene that we had talked about. It's giving you that crocodile look. So why do people take it? It gives you the high effects of analgesia, sedation, muscle relaxation, euphoria. Is very, very similar to heroin. It's a cheaper form of heroin, which is why they seek it so much. So is it here? Is it in the United States? Well, it's in Russia and Ukraine. About 1 million people in Russia use Krokodil, according to the New York State Office of Alcoholism and Substance Abuse Services. There were a few reports of Krokodil in Phoenix, Arizona. Also reports showed up in Illinois and Oklahoma. And as of July 2019, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency stated that they have not identified any Krokodil since 2004 through their samples. However, countries like Germany and Norway have also reported Krokodil as well. So what does the DEA think, right? This is a Schedule 1 drug. What is that? It's prohibited in the United States, high potential for abuse, and has no accepted medical treatment in the United States. No prescriptions may be written for this drug at all. Withdrawal. So this is what happens with withdrawal. So treatment for withdrawal is not an easy course. Antagonist therapy is used to treat overdoses, and a drug known as Naxone or nalozone, I think I'm saying that right, which blocks receptors in which desomorphine binds to. You can see in the picture, right? The opioid wants to go to those opioid receptors on the brain, but then the nalozone blocks it from happening, right? So these are some interesting facts about Krokodil. According to the reports, the drug is fast-acting, 2 to 3 minutes and 10 to 15 times more potent than morphine, which is insane, right? But because it's so short, which is that's what causes people to want more. So they get that high like heroin in a shorter period of time, which leads them to become dependent on it, right? The euphoric effects last less than 2 hours, and users said to make Krokodil in roughly 45 minutes with codeine. Oops, sorry. And the skin we talked about, it turns black, gray, and green, scabby, flakes off, and looks like a crocodile. Right. So in conclusion, unless you want to look like the zombies from The Walking Dead, leave the croc alone. Thank you. These are the research resources that I used. And good luck on the rest of the semester. Thanks.